Welcome to the Davidson Football Coach's Corner with Scott Abell, powered by Wade & Associates. Coach, defensive production this week, you had a great game, 45-7 over Virginia Lynchburg. Pitched a first half shutout for the second straight week. Additionally, Rayshawn McCall, Jaden Pask, 2 pick sixes. You held the Dragons to negative rushing yards. Overall, what's working well on the defensive side of the ball?
Well, we just continue to grow each day on that side of the football, and so excited for our defense. And our defense staff, Coach Berlin and company, have done a fantastic job of putting them in the right places. And our guys they're focused, they're dialed in, and they're flying around to the football. So really proud of where we are right now, and really see our team playing some of the best team football since we've arrived here 18 months ago.
Lynchburg was a very physical team, but you were able to air it out a little with a couple touchdowns from passes from Tyler Phelps, Louis Calissimo. What was it like getting your quarterback, receiver units in on all the backfield fun, scoring fun?
Well, we knew going into the game that we were going to play a lot of guys, right? And as we had some injuries, and Wesley didn't play much, and certainly with Will's injury, it gave us the opportunity to really work on some things that we really hadn't showcased a lot of, but we knew we had the ability to do. So really proud of our guys that they were dialed in and focused in, made some plays over top in our passing game, and things that we know we've worked on, and excited we had the opportunity to show people.
Once again, you had a healthy halftime lead. You were able to rotate some guys in like you wanted to. Who may have stood out for you in the second half?
Well, I think you mentioned one guy, Ray, Jaden Pask, I thought had, and he played great on special teams. He was our special team player of the game. But he was flying around on defense there in the second half. Offensively, it kind of started in the second quarter. Dylan Sparks and Coy Williams came in at our O-back position, really so, we could rest Wesley and rest Story and get them some meaningful time off, which they don't get a lot in a long season. And I thought both those young men came in and did a tremendous job of moving the football in a physical game downhill. And so proud of those guys. And let's look at what Lewis did. I thought he came in early. He came in the first series for a play or two. So he played pretty much throughout the entire game. And I thought he did a great job. And that's the first time we've had the opportunity to really get him meaningful snaps at quarterback, and great to see him show up and show out for the team and really show his skills.
Yeah, you alluded to it already. My next question, wanted to get Lewis in and get involved. You rotated him and Tyler out a couple within series. Was that planned, or did you want to? Okay.
Yeah, it was planned. We had talked all week. I said, the Georgetown game was really physical, and we were sore, and as you would expect, and playing a Patriot League team like that. So we knew we wanted to get some guys some early experience, that it was meaningful and impactful, meaning, it was 0-0 when I put Lewis in, right? He was taking snaps when it was what we call crunch time, and he did a fantastic job, and I think that's only going to benefit us going down the road.
Not quite a sellout, but the Davidson community showed up again on Saturday night. What did you see from the crowd and the community again?
It's awesome, and for us to have that kind of crowd on a game, it's not a rivalry game, it's not a league game, it's a non-conference game where all of us knew very little about our opponent, and our fans are awesome. They have bought into our we culture, and they're behind our team, behind our players, and I'm very proud of that. And just a big thank you to all our fans that show up each and every week for us.
Coming in this week, West Virginia Wesleyan, Division II opponent. They've got one game on tape, a 43-13 loss. What can we expect to see from them?
Well, I think you're going to see an athletic group. I mean, we've watched some film already, and that Division II league's a very athletic league. They typically produce a couple of the best Division II teams in the country out of that league. So week in and week out, they play very good football, and we got to be ready. This is a different week. We got to be ready to play at a high level, execute at a high level, and for those that paid attention last week, there were 6 or 7 FCS programs that stumbled to Division II or NAIA foes. And so you got to have your guard up, and you got to be prepared each week, and because this is a talented football team coming here.
Coach, you had a lot of opportunities last week to play some guys not on the depth chart. Will that present itself again moving forward?
Well, you certainly hope so. You love the opportunity to play your guys and to play your roster. But as we get closer to our PFL and to the bulk of our schedule, we really got to get ourselves going at a 100% execution rate, and so we'll have a little more focus on making sure our depth chart is dialed in. But you hope that you can play a lot of your roster, but I think that's dictated by the game each week.
Well, Coach, you're 2-0 heading into this week's game, Saturday night against West Virginia Wesleyan at 7 o'clock at Richardson Stadium. As always, follow the Wildcats on DavidsonWildcats.com, on Twitter at DavidsonFB. This has been the Coach's Corner with Scott Abell, powered by Wade & Associates.